Hello everyone. Time for me to get busy finishing pickles. I got my dish drainer is in the other room because of my situation of canning. I need the space. So I'm just going to put these dishes over here. All cleaned up, right in there. Put these forks and spoons away. It's my little tub. How y'all been doing today? Oops, put that in the wrong place. Should know by now. The forks go over to the right. Okay. So I went out and got a little sun today. It always makes me feel better. And I'm going to put this stuff over here and we'll get started on the pickles. We'll start from the beginning. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put some water in this canner. These beans are done. I need to mark them and put them away. $39 quarts. This is the last 7 we did. And I'm going to fill the canner with some water. Get it going a little bit. Make it warm. This thing. Oopsie daisy. Some water in the canner. Get it started a little bit. That's the hardest thing, is keeping that, bringing that temp up. And I'm just water baiting the pickles, so. Putting them in pint jars. We'll see how many we get. I'm just trying these out to see if I like them. If I like them, I'll make more. And I already like the bread and butter pickles, so might make some more of them. It just depends on whatever we're in the mood for when we go down to get the Amish stuff. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Let's warm it up a little bit. Now, what I'm going to be using, and I need to put some more water in here and wash my pickles. I didn't get very many. They were 4 for $1. I got $3 worth. So that's 12 pickles. That's all I wanted to do, just to try them out. I kind of want to make some spears. Okay, get them washed up. I want to get my big. Now, I'm going to be using this Mrs. Wages, and this calls for 9 pounds, and that's not near 9 pounds. So, I'm going to put 1.5 cups. This calls for water, too. So that would be 3 cups and 1 pouch. So that would be probably, I'll put 1/3 of this in it. Just guesstimating, I'll know by the taste, okay? So first thing I need to do is put, okay, for my, just a guesstimation, okay, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of distilled white vinegar in this. We'll get it going too. 1. One-half cups. I'm just guesstimating, but as long as you've canned, as long as I have, you can guesstimate and take a taste it. Okay, now I am going to put, it says 7.5 cups. Okay, I'm going to put, whoops, I don't want hot. One, 2, 2.5. We'll start with that. And we're going to put, I put 2.5. And I'm going to put this in 1 pouch, but I'm really downsizing it. Phew, that's strong. Yeah, so I'm going to put, to start out, this is, oh no, I want to put this back. I want this one. This is 1/3 cup. So I'm going to put one of these in. And that's all I'm putting in. And it is strong. Now I'm going to put this, phew, man. It says to, okay, I'm going to put this on the stove over here. Start it up. Stir it up a little bit and let it get warm. Over here. And then we'll cut the pickles up. Just going to stir it up with this little cup thing that I got. Let me get a spoon so I can taste that. See if I like the taste. Woo! Way too strong. Way too strong. Okay, that about took my breath, so I knew that was way too strong. So I added more water, because it asked for 7.5 cups anyway. I didn't put near enough in for this. So it's got plenty of vinegar in it. I'm going to wash these off real good. And then I'll go over there and stick them in the jars. Be right back. Okay, I got my pickles over here. My jar's all cleaned. And the juice is over here. I need to get the thing to put in it. I'm going to use the same thing. Okay, so let me pull my pants up. Okay, we're going to cut these. Guess what? Did I forget which one was the blossom end? Every year, I think it's a smaller end. But these are kind of, I think it's right there. Okay. So I'm going to cut these up and put them in the jars. I'm going to cut off the blossom end. Now I'm going to try to see how them will go down in there. Okay. I'm going to cut off one chunk of that, put that on top, and I'm going to leave that intact. Cut these in fours. And if I don't have five, Hank takes 5 pints. So if I have more than that, we'll deal about that later. I'm just going to stick them down in there like that. Did I cut all the way through? Nope. Now, if Dan was here, he'd say, honey, cut all the way through that thing. And we are going to do pickles together because we haven't done that yet together. So I want them to be pretty good sized, you know, when they go in there. It's enough for a good treat. I'm just going to stuff them down in there. Let's do another one. This end. Do it again in fours. Now the bread and butters I did in slices. These dill pickles I like to do in these. In the get a good bit in there. 2 pickles, my goodness. Ah, I got room for more. I bet if I get too many. This is just a trial anyway. You know, because I wanted to see how they taste and how we like them before I make any more. If I like these, I'll go back and get some more. Which is the pickles are fine. It's just the taste that if I like them, then I'll get the 9 pounds and do the whole thing like it says. That needs to be. Is there a thinner one here somewhere? Get that down in there. That's the thing, is packing them. Yes, or when we did the green beans, I really packed them tight and they turned out good. That way you don't have all that juice in there and everything floating around. Let me see if I can get this thing here. Debubbler. Let's see if I can move some out around a little bit. Yeah. Just trying to curl up down there because I pushed it down there. I'm trying to get one right there. I don't like that empty space there. I'll shove him down in there whether he wants to go or not. There we go. There. Now we got a whole thing of pickles. And what we're going to do is take the brine after I get a drink and put in there. Don't worry about the tops. I'm going to wash them with vinegar. Because you have to. It doesn't have sugar in it, but it's got vinegar and everything else. Oh, I forgot to put the bay leaf in. I always put a bay leaf in there. Debubble it. Okay, I will go ahead and put the bay leaf up top. Whoops. I don't know why that's got a sifter on it. It's leaves. Stick one of them down in there. Okay, that one's ready to seal. Put on there. That canner will be going, and now we got to work on some more jars. Well, there went a whole bunch of bay leaves, about 4 on the floor. So, you know where them's going. Not in the pickles. Okay, let's get this down in here. Let me save that one and that one for a hard space. We get these look pretty and taste good. Hey. There, that's the size I want them right there. Them big ones in there first. Fill in with the smaller ones. You turn you around a little bit. And you around. And let me go ahead and throw a little bit of a bay leaf down in there. I had a lady tell me online today, she said, boy, them pickles look mighty good. Every once in a while, not very often, I crave dill pickles. And they're so high in the store. And it's always good to have your own. Now, last time I made dill pickles was over on 310 and Street, and they got to eat pretty quick. Pretty quick. Get that stuff down in there. See how we're doing here. That looks pretty good to me. All right, let's do another one. Boy, I'll tell you, if you guys could see when I first tasted that, that took my breath. That was that bad. I had it way too strong because I was trying to guesstimate, but I tasted it to make sure what I wanted. There we go. There's another one. We should get 5, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, when I done them before, I used the wide mouth. A little bit easier, but okay, let's do some more here. It would be that. Let's see. That end right there. I'm not going to waste them little ends. Do you ever take you forever just to get in the mood to do something? When I got up this morning, I started cleaning house, doing laundry, done the bathroom, swept the floors, everything except pickles. And it wasn't until about 6:20 that I decided it's time for me to get them done. Because I know when me and the hubby go down to the Amish thing again, we're going to be looking at each other, and we're going to say, do we want that? Now, last time it was green beans and some of these pickles to try. I don't know what it'll be this time. Well, I know one of the times I'm going to have to do Roma. Roma tomatoes, because I want to do some more tomatoes this year. I've got Italian tomatoes canned. Get straight there. Yeah, got them canned. I think I got enough of them. I don't know. We might not have 5. We might have about 4, but I'll fill a jar up with water. That's what I always do. And put it in the canner with these. Something told me to get a few more, but I just didn't do it. I had them green beans on my mind. And my sweetheart, we was together, so I didn't think about it. Didn't think about it. Put some more in there. I'll probably put one more. Yeah, it's tight enough. Put a little slice down in there. See, I'm not wasting them. On top. There we go. Okay. I'm excited about these. I know I'm going to want to do more. Ouch. It's still hot. Okay. Let me debubble this and see if we got it good. When I showed you that, I seen one of my pickles didn't satisfy me. Probably could have got another one down in there. Okay, got 2 more. We'll see if we can get them. 2 more jars. I need to cut that off because that is. These are nice to, like if you have a get together or family dinner or church or party, anything. Just to set some of them pickles out with some your bread and butter pickles. Put some of them in there. And just some of your stuff. Just lay it out there. Get up there. We need to get these guys in order here. That in the middle. Let's get another one. Let's that in right here. You could do these in, you know, circles, but I don't want to do these. I like a dill pickle. To me is something that's either whole or sliced like this. Go down that way. Can't get them between my fingers. Okay, let me stick some of these. Down in there. Little pieces. Don't want to waste too much there. Now that's got a big gap right there. Let's see if we can get this one down in here. You just got to take your time and work with it. I like the outer edge on the outside. There we go. We got him in there. There we go. And I did not put a bay leaf. And that last one I did. It's missing a bay leaf. I'll do this one here. Okay. Now let me fill this up and we'll see what we get out of the other. Debubble this here a little bit. There'll be a gap right there. Me debubble it, it'll be all right. Sometimes I think I'm going to break this thing by the way I use it. Okay, there's 4. You see that gap right there? We'll see if I can get one in there. But right now, I got one more jar and I'm going to try to fill it. And I don't know if I will have enough or not. I'll probably say if I just had one more. I always turn one aside sometimes. This is my last pickle. We'll see. Might have to float around in some juice. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Let me see. Trying to curl up on me. Do the best I can. Stick these other little pieces down in there and see if we can fill up some space. Not to waste. Who gets the bonus? Who gets the round one? that up there. Just ain't got enough. I'll have to do the best I can. With all the little pieces I can here. Just stuff that last jar with everything you got. Got to make 5 jars. That's all there is to it. So we know that $3, $4, well, 5 of these in one my canner named Hank would be $3 worth of cucumbers. For what they're selling them for. And I like these kind of cucumbers. That's why I picked out my own. They got a thing where you can pick out your own. Let's see if we can do this. I'm grasping at straws here. So we can get him in there. I think that'll do, by golly. There's another one. Put him down in there. I don't want to put them blossom pieces down in there. This, I could save part of that one. The other's all yucky. Put him down in there. If he'll fit. Let's stick this one down this way. There we go. That's going to be good enough for this one. I got some pieces I had to put in there. That will be for us to eat. I know you're sitting out there saying, "Hey, Pam, you forgot to put the bay leaf in." I heard you. Yes, I did. I don't know why I do this, but I always put them in somewhere along the line. I learned it. Now, what I'm going to do is get me some vinegar and do the top so I won't have anything on them. I turned that canner back on so I can set these down in it. This is vinegar and water. I'm going to wipe them lids good, or the rims, because I do not want anything to keep that from sealing. And pickles. These pickles will probably shrink up a little bit, but that's all right. They're going to be sealed and on the shelf. That's the main thing. I do them 2 different ways. The other way I do them, I go ahead and cook the rounds in the sweet brine. Next thing I'll be trying too is some sweet pickles. They got wee little ones down at the Amish place. These on there. So we'll have 1 little canner full of pickles. That's every little canner. Last night was 7 quarts of beans again, and now we'll have 5 pints of pickles. And every night, just do a little batch of something is the way I do it. Have to anymore. I just can't do like I used to do with this, but I do what I can. I love doing it. Okay, here's our 5 And I will be putting these down in the canner over here, right there. So I'll go ahead and finger tight these and put them down in the canner and see if we got enough water to cover them. If not, I'll just put some hot water on top to cover them. I could have, you know what? I could have put 7 pints in that. I forgot. I forgot that you could do that. So that's my bad. My bad. So I'm going to put enough water in to cover them. We'll get them going. Okay. So since I didn't have enough to fill the canner, I'm going to put 2 jars with the lids of water in there to fill the space. I always do that if I don't have enough. We'll bring that up to a boil. And this is a water bath, so I'm just going to put it just like that. It's good to go. Let me show you here. Let me show you the pickles in there. They're all in there.